This video will instruct you on how to install an EMT electric blower heater. These heaters work by using a fan to pass air over an enclosed electric heating element. This heats up the air, which is then blown back into the room. These heaters will heat a room much faster than a heater without a fan, but like any fan, they do create some noise. Within this range of heaters, there is the DFE-20T, DFE-40T and DFE-80T. The DFE-20T runs off of standard single-phase electric, however the DFE-40T and DFE-80T both require a three-phase electrical supply. This range of heaters are all electric and contain an enclosed electric heating element, overheat protectors and a fan. There is an integral automatic thermostat that senses the air temperature entering the heater and switches the heater on and off automatically at the preset temperature. The EMT.15 is made up of a small electric blower heater which sits inside a diffuser. Normally a DFE-80T is used, however a DFE-40T can also be used if less heat output is required. To set up the heater, first you need to lift the outer tower cover off to gain access to the internal heater. You will need to disconnect the internal heater from the power supply, which will then enable you to lift the heater out of the outer casing. Before switching on, revolve the thermostat knob fully in both directions to familiarise yourself with the click partway through the travel. The click is the point at which the thermostat switches on and off. To set up the thermostat on the internal heater, you need to set the thermostat at maximum and run the heater until you reach a comfortable temperature, probably around 22 degrees C. Then turn the thermostat back down until you hear the click. It will then turn on and off automatically at that preset temperature. The controls for the DFE-40T consist of a thermostat knob and two rocker switches, one being red and the other one black. When both switches are in the off position, the heater is completely off. When just the black switch is on, this will be the fan only setting, which can be used in summer to create air movement within a room. If the black switch is off and the red switch is on, then the thermostat will turn the elements on and off as required, but the fan will continue to run. This is the preferred option, as the fan will continue to drag air over the elements, which will then turn the thermostat back on once the temperature has dropped. Alternatively, you can have both switches in the on position, which means the thermostat is in circuit and will turn both the fan and the elements on and off as required. This is the option to use if you are worried about energy consumption, however it may take longer for the thermostat to turn back on after the temperature has dropped, as air won't be being dragged over the thermostat in the same way as if the fan was running. The DFE-80T is fitted with a thermostat dial and three rocker switches. The thermostat dial sets the required temperature. The black switch marked with a fan symbol controls the fan and the thermostat. When all switches are in the off position, the heater is completely off. When the red switch marked with 6 kilowatts is on, this will produce 6 kilowatts of heat output. When the red switch marked with 9 kilowatts is on, this will produce 9 kilowatts of heat output. Alternatively, you can turn both the 6 and the 9 kilowatt switches on, which will then produce 15 kilowatts of heat output. When the black switch is off, both the fan and the elements switch on and off with the thermostat. When the black switch is on, the elements switch on and off with the fan remaining on continuously. This is the recommended setting. Once the heater has had the thermostat adjusted to the correct temperature, the correct kilowatts have been selected, and you have made yourself familiar with the controls, you can then insert the heater back inside the diffuser. Once it has been put into position, you can connect the heater's power supply to the plug inside the diffuser by opening the vented door at the bottom. This cable then runs through an isolator switch which is positioned on the side of the diffuser. At the back of the diffuser there will be a cable which can be connected to a 3-phase power supply. The heater is now ready to use. Once the heater is running, you can adjust the angle of the vents at the top of the diffuser to direct the air at the desired angle. The vented door on the side of the diffuser can be used to access the heater controls if you need to adjust anything once the heater has been installed. We hope this video has been helpful to you. If you require any help or advice, please contact us on 01590 681 434 and we will be happy to help.